What's up, everybody? Chester ARP Church Devotional Podcast. Thanks so much for joining us. We are reading in Proverbs chapter 9 this morning. If you know anything about the book of Proverbs, you may know that this chapter is one of the last sections of the book of Proverbs where we see this distinction between the way of wisdom and wisdom herself versus the way of the world and the mistress of the world. Solomon spends the first 9 chapters roughly making that distinction, presenting wisdom as a beautiful bride to be received and to be loved and to be cherished versus the temptress of the world that seeks to seduce us to live in an adulterous relationship with her, and the temptress of the world will lead to destruction, whereas the beautiful bride of wisdom will lead to life eternal. And he spends 9 chapters working through that, talking about the way of wisdom. And then in verse 1 of chapter 10 through the end of chapter 29, you just have a series of random proverbs by Solomon. And we'll work through some of those, maybe not all straight through the way that we have the first part of the book, but we'll work through that. And then the last 2 chapters have to do with the words of 2 other men, one Agur and one King Lemuel. And so that's where we find chapter 31, King Lemuel's words, the beautiful, virtuous woman laid out for us with reference to King Lemuel and the woman who fears the Lord in chapter 31 of the book of Proverbs. But this is the last chapter where we have wisdom depicted as this beautiful bride that we should cherish. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn her 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her beasts. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her young women to call from the highest places in the town. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. To him who lacks sense, she says, come, eat of my bread and drink of the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight. Whoever corrects a scoffer gets himself abused, and he who reproves a wicked man incurs injury. Do not reprove a scoffer, or he will hate you. Reprove a wise man, and he will love you. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be still wiser. Teach a righteous man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is insight. For by me your days will be multiplied. Your years will be added to your life. If you are wise for yourself. If you scoffed, you alone will bear it. The woman of folly is loud. She is seductive and knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house. She takes a seat on the highest places of the town, calling to those who pass by, who are going straight to their way. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. And to him who lacks sense, she says, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of Sheol. And so in this last chapter, as I said in my introduction, the way of wisdom is put forward as opposed to the way of folly. Wisdom is a beautiful woman. She has slaughtered her beast. She's mixed her wine. She's set her table. She sent out her young women to call from the highest places in town. Come to my house. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. To him who lacks sense, come in, she says. Eat and drink. Leave your simple ways and live. So the idea here is she's addressing those in the world, saying, come to my house. I've got a beautiful table prepared for you. I've got a beautiful place for you. I want you to come into my house, and I'm going to give you blessings upon blessings. You're going to learn how to live in the proper way. You're going to walk in the way of insight. Isn't that what we all want, right? Now, you contrast that with what Solomon says at the conclusion of chapter 9 with reference to the way of folly, the woman of the world. The woman of folly, she's loud, she's seductive, she knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house. She takes a seat on the highest places of town. She calls to all who pass by, going straight on their way. Come in here. Stolen water is sweet. Bread is eaten pleasant. Secret is pleasant, but they don't know that the dead are there and that are guests in the depths of Sheol. The woman of the world is loud, boisterous, arrogant, prideful, seeking to trick and trap. Come in here. I've got stolen water. It's sweet to drink. I've got stolen bread. It's eaten in secret. It's pleasant to eat. Things done in secret, things done behind closed doors, things done where you can't let people know you were doing them. That is a recipe for destruction. I mean, think about it in your own life. Maybe you've been in a situation where you have been tempted to do something, participate in something, and you have, and you realize that that is not something you can be proud of. Now, keep this secret. Keep this between us. It's sweet. It's wonderful, but don't tell anybody. And you're afraid you're going to be found out. you think that's what you should be doing? Whereas wisdom says, hey, come to my house. It's open to all. There's humility. There's invitation. There's grace. Come. It's open to all. Come in and eat. Come in. Don't let everybody, don't hide. You don't have to tell people and being secretive about where you're going. Come on in. Invite them to come join you as well. It's kind of the idea of the free offer of the gospel, isn't it? Where Jesus says, all who would come to me, all who are heavy laden burdened, come to me. I'm open. I'm available. Come to my house. The beautiful picture of the wedding feast. Jesus tells that parable in Matthew's gospel where, the king has the feast and he sends out invitations and they're all rejected, but he's too busy. He says, go out in the highways and the byways and invite everybody, and anybody that can come and give them new garments to put on. And when they come into the house, and they'll enjoy the benefits of the banquet that has been prepared for them, I'm opening it up to them. Right? Then one guy comes in and he doesn't change his clothes. He's an imposter, and he's arrogant, and he gets booted because of his arrogance. But the thing that's so beautiful about that story is that it's a welcome invitation to all who are weary and heavy laden. Come to me, Jesus says. And that's what wisdom is doing. That's why wisdom is from God. It's an invitation. Come to me. Come learn from me. I've put myself out there for you. You are there, and I'm here, and we want you to come in and eat and be full and enjoy the abundancy of life. Whereas the woman of folly says, oh, I'm big, proud. Come see me. I'm so great. Come in here. I got this stolen food. I'm not going to tell you where it came from. You got to eat it in secret. But boy, it's so good if you do it in secret. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. If you're proud, you can be proud of the decisions you make and proud of the places you go, then it is of the Lord, right? It's of folly if you have to hide and do things behind closed doors. And then in that middle section, wisdom says, hey, listen, look here. Don't get into a situation where you're trying to argue with a scoffer. They'll hate you. People's response to those who would rebuke them and challenge them indicates where their heart is. Give instruction to a wise man. Be wiser. Teach a wise man the righteous way. Increase in learning. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Knowledge and insight in the Holy One. So we learn from God. We come into his presence. We do it in the open, and we bring glory to the Lord, and we leave those in the world by themselves and let them walk in their own destruction. For we are those who are walking in the paths of righteousness. You guys take care. God bless you. I'll see you next time.